Morning, everybody. It's Rodney Rissanen. Welcome to another episode of Rodney's Life Lessons. Today I'm going to talk about pharmaceuticals, Eastern medicine, Western medicine, and I'm going to speak from experience. As you can see, I am a amputee. I go through a lot of what's called phantom limb pain. There's that. My dad was diabetic. My mom had high blood pressure. I grew up watching my mom abuse pharmaceuticals, like really abuse. My dad was a raging alcoholic, so I was a bit of a, but they were good people. They just had their vices. But what we witness is so often what we become. And I grew up with the mindset that, if something hurts, give me a pill. That was what I always did. And yet my dad never took any pills, never even an aspirin, nothing, right? But I was more like my mother. And then I had my injury and the phantom limb pain, and so I ended up getting high blood pressure. And I had high cholesterol and excruciating phantom limb pain. I was at one point taking 16 pills a day, every single day. And it came to a point that I literally felt that I was poisoning my body. I mean, there was one time when I was working, I was taking a lorazepam and then a Tylenol 3 and all of these like I was like loaded kind of and working in a busy job, slurring my words, but this is okay and accepted because it's pharmaceuticals and the doctor told you to take it. This is the insane part, that the doctors, the doctor knows best. Well, I beg to differ. And I took it upon myself that, and I've traveled a lot. I've lived around the world a lot. And was always, I have only enough pills to be away from home for 4 hours, or you have a pill container full that you make sure you take with you. And when that runs out, you got to go home, you got to get more. I call it liquid handcuffs. So I made it a point to start learning about health, about nutrition. And very soon it's made clear that, Eastern medicine has been around thousands of years. Western medicine, pharmaceuticals, has been around, maybe 100 years. In North America, they treat 80% of your issues with Western medicine and 20% with homeopathic. In Europe, they treat your ailments 80% homeopathic and 20% pharmaceuticals. Like in North America here, we are pretty much the unhealthiest people in the world. In America, you watch TV, which I've been on for years, and you see, countless commercials on pharmaceuticals, and half to 2/3 of that commercial is them speaking about the side effects. May include death, but it can help you with this, and it's because law they have to do that. So I started, I got to get off these pills. I can't go anywhere, I can't do anything, and so I was weaned myself off. I weaned myself off this, I weaned myself off that, and I said, well, why do I need to take this? So high blood pressure, I stopped using table salt. I use pink Himalayan. Pink Himalayan is about the only one that doesn't affect my blood pressure in a bad way. Like if I eat a bag of chips, I can feel it. And so what I did is I became vegetarian. And then I became vegan. It was a plant medicine experience that prompted me to become vegan. And then I started doing research at a really deep level. Dr. Sebi is one of these people that he claimed that he could cure cancer and heart disease and all of these other serious life-threatening diseases and ailments. And the FDA charged him, and they took him to court, and he won because he could indeed cure these things. And what he teaches is your diet is just key. And eat electric foods, because different foods have different energetic values to them. They vibrate at a different frequency, like a processed food, meat, stuff like that. It's like dead. It's dead food. And then you get, he calls them energy foods, and usually alkaline foods. They're very high energetically. So it only stands to reason what you continually take in is what you will become, right? What you eat, you become. In a nutshell, everything begins at the end of your fork. There are many people that say, oh, I could never quit that. I'm addicted to that. And I say, well, it's going to kill you. It's going to make you ache. It's going to take away your mental clarity. Your energetic levels are going to be zero, and you're going to get diseases. Like sugar is a big thing. They wanted to label sugar like they label cigarettes. Call it white death. Like for me, being an amputee, and I teach this too, is you have to cut out all sugar, because sugar robs your body of magnesium. Magnesium is so important for so many different aspects of our body. And so what I've researched, and I'm so blessed. My beautiful wife has been vegan since she was 16, 17 years old, and she's now in her 40s. And we are label readers. Like, you read the packaging, you look at it, it's like, oh, it's got corn syrup in it, you can't have that. So your health and your mental acuity and your longevity, your vitality, your energy levels is really up to you. And so we really need to get off pharmaceuticals. Now there are some, you might have a mental imbalance, you might have a heart condition, but you take one pill, maybe once a day, right? The doctors are so quick, because the School of Surgeons is funded by the pharmaceutical industry. So doctors in North America are literally taught to prescribe pills. It pads their pocketbook. And, if you cure somebody, a patient cured is money lost. So, folks, if you can, wean yourself off of pharmaceuticals by changing your diet. I can't, eating meat and dairy products will kill you. It will absolutely kill you. The meat and the dairy industry nowadays, like everything is stripped, homogenized, and they try and add it back with chemical variants. Meat, it's full of cancer. They cut off the cancer bit and they sell the meat. If you are in a country where, like South America, Venezuela, where the meat industry is not so chemical, and dairy is, you can have raw milk, this is different. But in North America, you really need to change your diet. If you change your diet, you can get off all of your pharmaceuticals, and you will be incredibly healthy. Can't say too much, because the FDA will shut down this channel, but your health can do a 180-degree U-turn, and you can feel 100% better by changing your diet. Love you. Take care. Bye.